committee allocation for 2012 is capital. Is it correct? Yeah. So these are all capital.
It is capital. They're talking about benches, signs, that type of things. And we've told them to hold off until we have our wayfinding signage discussion, but we kind of put it in, Janet, because we needed to put in something. And they were talking about doing these signs, and there are areas where they're going to do benches and maybe the, what do they call that, QR thing, where they because this thing could morph into something really neat, right, around these trails, that here's where you are, or this is a heritage area, or this is a new picture of a key thing. So this is to get the ball rolling, but in terms of what you want to assign, this is the first year for this. So it's like, what did you get, Ruthie, in CIB in your inception year?
4,500.
So we'll ask for 4,500. Hey, fair's fair.
Hey, that was years ago. Bump it up to 5.
Hey, I knew she'd come around, eh? Right on. You feel so bad about that library thing, don't you?
Yeah, I won't be able to sleep.
So we've got those looked after where they're
So
going.
we'll put those into the rec and leisure capital budget schedule.
Of that 300,000 that we had earlier. That cost. Step compared to.
Just going back to the small little nursery again, it was my understanding that something like this would be self-funded. I know there's a fence, it's for a fence, right?
No. This is
Or a
playground.
playground equipment.
I'll tell you what, you want to hear the story quickly? Very quickly
It's a Lake
is
Smith
that
story.
We have partners.
no, it's not a Lake Smith story. We're not. We're a partner. It's a nursery story. It's a Lake. I write Lake Smith stories. It's a I think Shannon did the correct thing. When they wanted to do the things they wanted to do, we were asked to partner with them. We said, well, we'll contribute. You know, you do your thing together. We're going to contribute to the plan. But it wasn't, we didn't initiate it. They wanted to have it. I think that the story goes in very simple ways. It's only for the kids who are at the nursery school, which means it has to be fenced off from everybody else because they're rugrats, right? They're little buggers. And so it's not compared to the one that's going up the back, which is a playground by the a ball diamond, which is for all size kids, right? Usually when you have nursery school playgrounds, they're very small structures. They're wimpy as heck, and you and I wouldn't play in them, but they're fun. But they have to be fenced because it has to do with the liability. They run under some act, the community. Shannon explained it, but they're licensed to be what they are. Part of that is when you have an area within the school, it must be secure. A fence is part of it. So the recommendation from staff is that we own the facility. The playground's going to be on our facility, and that's why it should go in the budget, in our capital budget. But they're doing the fundraising for the actual structure itself. Isn't that how it's working, Shannon? This is for the fence of the accoutrements around the structure. Isn't that how you understand it at this point?
There was $5,300 in for the fence and the landscaping, and then they applied for a community grant for $5,000 to go towards the actual structure, and they have a whole plan, and that's $5,000 is going into capital in addition to the fencing and landscaping.
I guess that's where my problem is, because I would like to think that that's more self-funded than that we're paying for a nursery school. Like that's over $10,000 we're paying towards this nursery school. So to me, they can have fundraisers, they can take initiatives within the support of the community base to as opposed to just coming to us. Coming to us is an easy way to get money, right? As long as you can get
They've already got all that advice from me because I met with them 5 months ago when we initiated this. I suggested that I happen to be in a club myself, and I'm a counselor, and I suggested I would bring it to my club. They said they'd like to support it as kids, right? So that's what they had their first. They've approached the Spirit Club. They've approached the Community Foundation. I think we have
Caden Brown, they
Brown.
sent out.
So they've gone through their due diligence in terms of that.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't from them. This is a recommendation from staff that there's an ownership. We own the nursery school. We own the property. They're the operators of our nursery school, and that's where the recommendation comes. So the component is $35,000 or something, whatever it is, but we're putting the fence in. Our contribution to it would be part of the cost. So say it was 1/3 of the, not even 1/3, probably a quarter until the cost of the budget, right? At this point in time, it's about 25%. So that would be the amount if you want that. So yes, they are going to the community to do exactly what you're saying. So we're contributing
10 that we're contributing isn't covering it all.
It's part two.
It's partnership.
Part two.
Counselor Boston?
This is the philosophical challenge that Lambton Shores has hit. We provide facilities, people use them. We don't supervise, we don't offer services, we don't. So here's the issue here. This is like building an arena and saying if you want to play hockey, you got to put the ice in. So play areas are part of nursery schools. We own the nursery school, we provide that service. So we're very lucky that there is an outfit out there that says we'll contribute towards the costs, because technically when you provide that service, you should provide, I mean, you don't see nursery schools without recreational equipment. This is part and parcel of the regulations and the expectations. So it's, you know, it's a delicate balance, but it's.
Okay.
Yeah, I would not to prolong it, but I just, maybe it's good for us to have this discussion because quite honestly, this is a money-making venture. There's a variety of sources, governmental and otherwise, from parents, et cetera, to, for this type of thing. And I just have a hesitation that we are getting ourselves into funding these kind of things when there's other sources of money for it. And anyways, obviously this is not the general consensus. So,
It's not a for-profit.
Not for profit.
well, it still has funds. It has multiple sources of funds coming in. It's not necessarily for profit, but they have governmental sources, they have marital sources. It's not like ICE where, you know, that's a basic responsibility of an arena.
Councilor McGuire.
We have ICE.
Through you, Shannon, does the small rural nursery, do they pay rent?
Yes, they do.
That's Russell.
They're a nonprofit corporation under Ontario law.
Uh-huh.
They also get operating funds through Ministry of Community and Social Services. There's the county, through the county, which
It's through the county, the early years program.
year to year program. So there is, so generally speaking, they're like a Mickey Mouse daycare in a way. But the reality of it is a partnership, and it's been a partnership for 22 years probably now, many years. So I think what happened when we made the new nursery school, John, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what we identified in the second phase doing the playground is that we own the property. So them doing it themselves, we're the landlord, I guess. So that's how we came up with this model, I guess, is how we did it. So we're the landlord.
Okay. Next thing, curling club, Salvo River dredging.
This
stuff.
is more kind of a reconciliation of things that have been
Right.
given direction by council, the 8900, or the 4800 for the roof repair, that link between the curling club. Just so you know, that's got to come out of that leisure reserve fund. We have to go ahead on the dredging that Kevin is pursuing. Again, that has to come, we have to find a source for it, so we're just saying that would come out of the, we know where that's coming out of? Brent's,
Hopefully the
Well,
bell
I-
tower, isn't it? Hopefully the bell tower, John?
The awnings and the improvements to the Port Franks, because Ward 3 councilor's not here, I should make sure that we make mention of the new fronts goes on, there's a budget spot in there.
And your support for that, right?
Did
Wholehearted.
I support that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you know.
I can't have a position at the front here. So.
There you go.
yeah, the part was just pointed, sorry.
But, yeah, through you, John. The old arena, I know this, we've had like the repair of the roof and stuff like that, but that's pretty well reactive. It's leaking and we fix it. We're gonna do a structural engineering report or something on that thing?
Yeah, actually, Brent and I had a discussion about that yesterday, and we'll be giving you a report back, and some
We're gonna
alternatives.
send up a bill on top to stamp around and see if he falls through.
Thank God he's got a friend in the business. He's got a friend in the business.
Oh, we're in.
Yeah, you can.
So the next, it's up
Just to reflect that in the budget, we've, council approved that parking provision, so those are reflected in there. As well as the $12.95 in additional donation expenses, so
Yep.
that's,
we're gonna leave that, I think we bypass this summary, because that talks about giving us a
Yeah.
percentage and it gives you the direction at the end. I think we should go on to the